Hi, everybody. My name is Jenna Flynn. I am lead director with OneHOPE Wine, and I'm super excited to hopefully welcome you to our team, Hope Heals. So, I wanted to just quickly hop on here and just share with you a little bit about your new journey with OneHOPE and your CE starter kit that you received in the mail. So, I know it's a super exciting time when you get this box in the mail. And the first thing that you should do is just dive right in. And I would encourage you to go live on Facebook or whatever form of social media that you have and just share. So just do a live opening of your box, whether it contains just the starter kit of the binder and all the goodies that came inside of the business supplies, or if you're including wine in your starter kit. So go live and share because the fact is, live videos attract way more attention than just a particular post. So let's dive into your new CE binder. You do not need to be a complete expert on wine. No one is a complete expert on wine. So don't feel like you need to know everything before you get started. The best advice I can give you is just to get started. So when I open up my new starter kit, the first thing I see is this fabulous champagne, this sparkling wine stopper. So we have a great bubbly stopper. And what you're going to do is just push the button down right on the top of the bottle, the neck of the bottle, and just let it go. So it's a super awesome bottle. It will keep your sparkling wines preserved for a few extra days in the refrigerator. So this is a great little thing to bring along with you to any party or just to have at home. The next thing that I want to kind of dive right into is your new CE binder. So this is a fabulous, fabulous tool that OneHOPE has provided for you. And it gives you really all the necessary steps and things and tools that you need in order to be successful starting right off. So let's just dive right in. So when you open up your new CE binder, you're going to see this getting started pamphlet here. And this just shares our story. So this here, it tells that we started with only 168 cases of wine. And now we have been able to give back over $6.5 million. And that shares that fact right here, both locally and globally to different nonprofits around the world. So it's pretty fantastic. And then you have here, it's all separated for you. So I'm just going to kind of go through page by page and kind of highlight the important parts of this for you. This outlines 12 months of goal setting for you. So this is a great binder to have on hand. You definitely don't want to put this aside and pack it up because you want to dive right into this and use it. So here we have a little bit about just our, getting started worksheet here. You can put your join date and your join month, and this is going to come in a lot, very handy when you're dealing with your fast start, which I will go over. It gives you steps to get started. So connecting with your mentor, logging into your back office, joining the OneHOPE Facebook group. And if you just joined us, you should have received a welcome email from one of our team members. And that will have the links right there for you as well to join those groups. We have 3 really awesome groups on our team. We have Hope Heals, which I'm the lead director of that team. And I post a lot of really important tools on there. And then we have our Time for Wine crew, which is our larger team. And that is also a great resource for you. And then the OneHOPE community page is a place where all CEs can go to. And that is a great place for when OneHOPE, actually, home office will go live. Our winemaker, Mari, will go live for her Wine Wednesdays in the morning. So it is a great place for you to tune in together to grow trainings, which are every Tuesday night, just as little as or as much as you want. Nothing that is mandatory, but there's a ton of training available for you there. It tells you here to get started, book fundraisers. I always recommend to start with your own tasting, your own fundraiser. So definitely get that date on the calendar, and 10% of your events will go back to the cause of your choice. Okay. So that is one thing that I absolutely love about OneHOPE. In your first 2 weeks, you can earn your Rockstar bonus 6 bottles of wine. So by selling your first 500. Now, if you joined us with a kit that included wine, that add-on kit, you will actually get that counted towards your Rockstar bonus wine. So it is fantastic because you are not only getting that wine at over 50% discount starting out, but you're actually earning commission back on half of that in your PCV, which is your personal commissionable volume. And it counts toward all of our incentives. So in your first $500 there, you're going to earn your Rockstar 6-pack, and that looks like this right here. So it's really awesome. I'm going to zoom in on that. You're going to get a Cheers to You shimmer bottle and 5 of our Vintner collection wines. So this is a little, I know I love to color. I don't know about you, but this is a little tracker that you can just color those bottles in as you sell them. And that should get you very, very close to your Rockstar 6 bottles of wine. So you can see here we have the why. So the why is really, really, really important. So in order to really succeed in this business or really anything, you need to understand your why and you need to write it down, right? So the more we can write our why down, the more we're going to be able to achieve it. So the why is, why are you doing this? You know, why did you click that button? Why did you say yes to joining? So write that down for yourselves, okay? Then we have here our Rockstar 6-pack end date, and your mentor will go over that with you. It's the first 14 days that you signed up with us, okay? And then down here we have our why not list, okay? So our why not list, as you can see here, are the people that we know. And that is our influencers and connectors, our 5 friends and family who seem to know everybody, our impact-driven friends. Those are 5 people who might be passionate about causes. And then our dream team. So who do you know who you would love to have join your team? And the way I always explain this is, who would you be upset if they joined somebody else's team? So you can begin reaching out to people that are on your dream team. And what we do as leaders in the company, you can reach out to me and I can do what we call a discovery call. A discovery call is something that's really, really easy for you because it's more of a tool that you can use where you have me jump on a quick call or text chain with the person who might be interested. And it doesn't have to necessarily be joining. It could be whether they want to, purchase, they could host, they could join, they could be a nonprofit, they could be a business wanting to do corporate orders because we do corporate gifting. They could be a nonprofit wanting to fundraise directly. It could be anybody. So this is a tool available for you so that you can feel more comfortable explaining what there is, all of the different opportunities with OneHOPE. So it's a really quick call, no pressure, but simply all you need to say is something like, hey, Jenna, I just started with OneHOPE and I know you seem really interested in, joining the company. I have a mentor in wine who knows a lot about the company. Would it be okay if we hopped on a quick call or a quick message chain and she could share a little bit more about the company for me because I'm new? Okay, so it's really that simple. So I would highly recommend trying that because as we talk a little bit more about Fast Start program in your first 3 months, you'll see how crucial it is to bringing people and joining people onto your team so that you benefit as well from that Fast Start program to its fullest. So now we have discovering your why. So here is discovering your why right here. Now, this will kind of guide you through what might be just a deeper why. So sometimes we have that surface level why that is just like, maybe you want to make an extra $300 a month. Okay. But why do you want to make an extra $300 a month? So as you go deeper into these questions, kind of defining your why and narrowing it down is really going to help you. Because when times get tough in the business, when you don't want to send that extra text message, you can refer back to that why, and that will push you through. So here we have, why did you join OneHOPE? What do you want for yourself, your family, or others that you don't have today? How will you feel? And that's like the really key component of defining your why. When you get down to that bullseye, how would that make you feel? And I always like to say, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. So really dig deep. Why do you want these things? What will that do for you? And just sharing a little bit about me and my why. I joined OneHOPE because I wanted a wine discount because I'd been drinking wine, this wine in particular, for 2 years. And I thought, why am I waiting? Why am I not paying myself back for wine? So I joined. So initially my why was to get a discount on wine. Then when I figured out that I could give back 10% 2 local nonprofits, that's when it all changed for me. So I realized that my why, we had lost our son. He was born premature. It'll be almost 10 years ago in August. And my why was to be able to raise money for the March of Dimes in his memory. So that is why I wake up every day. You can see my little quote that's my favorite next to me. Today is a good day for a good day. So that's what I think every day. It's your opportunity to make a difference, make a change in this world. And when I realized that I could give back all year round, that is my why that makes me cry. So I want to be able to give back in his memory. That's what keeps his memory alive for me. So just give you some ideas. It doesn't have to be that deep, but as you progress through this company and through your why will change and it will progress. It will change, and you'll discover new and different reasons why you joined OneHOPE. So what would you do with an extra $300, $500, and $1,000 per month? If those are something that is real for you, you want to definitely reach out to your mentor, because we can help you break those goals down into what exactly you need to do in order to achieve those goals in your why. So here's a place for you to visualize your why. I always say it's really awesome to make a vision board. And then we get into our Fast Start program. So here we have our Fast Start program. This is a really crucial key graphic for you to kind of, have out there and maybe take out of the binder so that you can see it. And it will give you an idea of all the different goals that you can reach through your first couple months. So here we have our Rockstar bonus wine, which we already went over. That is your first $500 that you sell in your first 2 weeks, and you get these gorgeous 6 bottles of wine that I shared before. Then we have also a sales bonus. So you make 20% of everything that you sell. And when you sell $1,500 in sales in a month, you get a 5% sales bonus. So you make 25% of what you sell. So by the end of your first full month, so OneHOPE does not count your first month that you're with us. So if you are contemplating joining the company, or if you just joined and you're in the beginning of a month, you actually get a bonus because you get that whole first month that doesn't even count. All right. So let's say you joined in June and it's June 2nd. You would get all of June for free. Then we have July, August, and September as your Fast Start months. So if you sell $1,000 by your first full month, so if you join in June, it wouldn't be till the end of July, you get a $100 bonus. If you sell $2,000 cumulative, so from now till the end of your second month, you get $200 bonus. And if you sell $3,000 cumulative between when you start and the end of your first full third month, you get $3,000, or sorry, a $300 bonus. 3,000 would be nice, right? Then you have your team building bonuses for extra cash. So that's why I say it's never too early to start sharing the opportunity and taking advantage of what I told you was a discovery call. Okay, because you get cash bonuses. So when you promote with wine, you have up to $1,600 in bonuses that you can earn in your first 3 full months. That's crazy. Okay. And the biggest being an impact director. So when you promote to impact director in your first 3 months, you get a crazy $1,000 bonus. So if that is a goal and a vision of yours, please reach out to your mentor, because we can 100% absolutely help you with that goal. Okay. Then we have just a little, I'm not going to go through this word for word, but we have a checklist here of how to get started in your first 90 days and earning that Fast Start bonus. Okay. Now, the next part here, we have our why not list, which goes a little bit more in depth as to who could be on that why not list. And it's really anybody. And you want to start thinking outside of the box. You want to think about, your coworkers, your clubs, your teams that you might be a part of, realtors, corporate contacts, friends, neighbors, relatives, teachers, anybody, right? Wine lovers, people who love to do good. And those are the people that you're going to want to write down on that why not list and keep that why not list growing. The goal really here is to expand beyond your circle. Okay, so it's not just talking about our own friends, but who are our friends of friends that we know. Okay, this paper right here is important. This is how we give, and we give back to 5 different pillars that we give back to through our OneHOPE Foundation. So every single bottle that your customers purchase will go towards a different cause. It will go towards giving back. And we support, we have our own 501c3, the OneHOPE Foundation, and every single bottle, no matter what it is, will go to support these pillars. So it's water, hunger, health, education, and local causes. Then on top of that, your host, whether it be yourself or somebody else, will also get to choose a cause that they want to give back to for an additional 10% back in donation. It does not come out of your pocket. It goes right from OneHOPE to the nonprofit or to the cause. So that is really amazing that you can really start to develop a huge impact just through selling wine. So you can write down, your favorite causes to support. You can Google local nonprofits that are in your area. I have templates that I can send you of letters that you can literally just copy and paste to nonprofits, to realtors, to corporate companies. So please reach out. All of that, the work has been done for you. You just need to plug in and use it. It's that simple. So definitely make sure that you tell people that they are giving back with their wine. I always recommend starting with your own event, and you always want to have your own tasting event link open at every single time, every single month. So when you log on to your website, you will see that you have a website link, and it will most likely say your name on it. So your first and your last name. That is fine if people want to order under there, but they will not get the additional 10% back given to a donation to a nonprofit of choice. And they will not, there is no host. Okay. So they won't have the opportunity of earning extra reward points for whoever that host is. So always have your own event link open. Creating an event link takes about 5 minutes to make. I will do a separate video on how to create your own event link. But it's really, really simple, and always just create an event link in your name so that every month you can choose a nonprofit that you want to give back to. And as the host, you will receive double reward points to spend on free wine. When that event reaches over $500, you will get credit. You'll get wine credit back, double wine credit. Okay, so that is pretty amazing. All right. Now, there is a spot here to learn more about your wine. And there's also a little information here on how to read a wine label. This here is something you should definitely pull out of your binder. So I'm just going to make a note. This is a wine profile poster. It's double-sided here. And what I personally would do is to have this available at your tasting event. So I would take this and get it laminated. And I would have this available for people to see because it's pretty cool. It shows you the whole spectrum of all the different wines that we have, from sparkling to bold reds, and it gives you a key of which wines fall into those categories, and then the pairing suggestions for them. So not only is this helpful tool for your customers to see, but it's also helpful for you as you're planning your first tasting events to see the pairing suggestions for some of these wines, so you know what to pair with them or what to suggest for your host to pair with them. Okay. Then, and a really cool fact is a lot of our wine notes are directly on the bottle. So it's kind of fun there. Then this is a really helpful tool too. So this entire binder is packed full of tools that is going to really help you start strong with your business. So this is getting started here. We have all the places that are going to be a good support system for you besides, like I said, our 3 team pages. Time for Wine Crew is our larger team. Hope Heals is my team, our smaller team that you're a part of. And then we have our OneHOPE community. So this has your customer support hours. This has support, their actual website and their email address. This has the Vine blog. Every Tuesday, you're going to be getting an email from, and sometimes it does go to spam, so check your spam, but it's an update of our weekly newsletter. We have our training center. We have our help center. The help center is fabulous. All you need to do is go to your dashboard and then click Help Center, and you could type in anything into that search bar and it'll just give you information. And then we have our Facebook group, like I said. All right. This goes into a little bit more in depth for how to share. So I'm not going to go too far into this part of it here, but this is virtual events, in-person events, online fundraisers, office happy hours you can do, corporate gifting you can do, and then of course the wine club where you get free shipping for being a wine club member. So this, I love this right here. This little graphic here goes over what our wine club is, and it gives you the perks for the wine club. So it'll say, you know, everyday savings that we offer. Customers can purchase in 3 different ways. So we could get the everyday savings, which is no subscription, and that is 5% off of any 4 bottles, 10% off of 6 bottles, and 20% off of 12 bottles. And with that, there's no frequency. They have a $10 flat rate shipping, and then they get 5% in reward points back. Okay. Then we have our 2 wine club options. So we have our build your own, which is 5% off of 4 bottles, 10% off of 6, and 20% off of 12. They select every month, 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months. Okay. So they select their frequency. They get free shipping every single time they have a 4 bottle or more order, and 10% back in wine rewards. So they get double reward points. So that is pretty awesome. And then we have our curated wine club. Our curated wine club is done by our winemaker, Mari Coyle. She is amazing. She came from Sterling Vineyard out in Napa. And you get the same discounts on those, except she selects the wine. So those are curated collections of wines that she selects, and they are shipped to you quarterly. Okay. You get free shipping on that, and also 10% back on every single purchase you make. So what I love about our wine clubs is that you can mix and match anything into them. You get double reward points back for your wine to use on future purchases. And you also get free shipping in between those shipments. So let's say you do at minimum 4 bottles every 4 months. You can then purchase wine in between that, and you'll get free shipping all year round. So it has to be a minimum of 4 bottle order. So that's pretty awesome. Then we also have our event kits. So if you are hosting an in-person event, you can offer your host an event kit that is $99 for a mix of 6 or 12 of our award-winning wines. It's not 99 for 12, but it's 99 for 6. And those do not count toward the party total, but is a discounted rate for a host to purchase the wine for her event, because we do not provide the wine for the event. The host provides it. And then at the end, once that event reaches 500, he or she will get back 10% double reward points back from the party total sales to use towards free wine. So it's kind of like they pay for it up front at a discounted rate, get to keep it, and then get rewarded at the end. The other option here is that customers can also choose a tasting flight. So if you're doing a virtual event, make sure you select virtual event or online event in the when you're creating your event link. And there is a $29 little tasting flight kit that contains 4 of our award-winning wines. It's our Pinot Noir, our Cab, our Chardonnay, and our Sparkling Brut. It comes really nicely packaged, and they do get a $15 coupon that they can use toward any future purchase toward that particular event. Tasting flights do not count toward event totals, but they're a tool used to support a virtual tasting event. So it's really helpful, and that coupon is amazing. Okay. So we have here, this is how to earn your commission. So in the email that you were sent, there was a link to set up your Paylution account. So make sure that you go ahead and do that. And like I mentioned before, that your commission is based on what we call our CV, our personal commissionable volumes. That's your PCV. So it's based off of what you sell. So you do get 85% back on wine, any wine purchase in wine clubs. It counts 66.67% on any gifting orders done through our corporate gifting. And then 50% you get back on our tasting flights, our starter kits that you just started with that contain wine, and our purchase with purchase sales. So every single month we will have a purchase with purchase sale that's offered to all customers and CEs. So instead of making 85% back on those, because they're so heavily discounted and usually 50% off wine, you get 50% off. They count 50% towards your commission on those. So your commission is always going to be 20% from anything that you make that is $1 to $1,499. And then once you hit $1,500 in sales, you get a 5% increase of 25% commission. So there's some great wine math right here. And just remember, your own orders count. So you not only get the sales, you get the commission. It counts towards the incentives. You get to double, triple dip on everything. So there's lots of information in your binder here on sponsoring. So like I said before, it is never too early to share the opportunity. We don't want to ever prejudge someone into thinking that this business might not be right for them, but all I have to say is all you want to do is just share. So simplify the whole process. If you're somebody who knows somebody who loves wine, like how I started, like myself, you can just say, why don't you pay yourself back for buying your wine? Because instead of paying you, they could pay themselves back and get their wine cheaper themselves. And you never know what happened to me. You start for getting a wine discount, could progress into something more like it did with myself. So there's lots and lots of opportunity there. There's some great references in here on how to plan your calendar. I know it can be overwhelming starting a business and you feel like you have to know everything, but all I have to say is just pick something to do for your business every day. And we call those income producing activities. So just pick any income producing activity. So that could be, creating your wine not list. That could be reaching out to a few people on your wine not list. That could be booking a call with your mentor. It could be coaching your hostess for their event. It could be making business cards. It could be setting up an event on Facebook or going live on Facebook. So pick something to do for your business every day. I know a lot of us say we're too busy, but you do have 5 minutes, right? So even if you're in the car on the way to work, put a training video on and listen to it as you drive. So I used to do that when I was teaching. So it gives you some weekly and monthly ideas here for what you can do when you're planning your calendar. And then here it just says, set your goals. So a goal not written down is just a wish. So you want to make sure that you set your goals. It has here, your fast start goals that you can write down and your mentor will go over with you what those dates are. What I love about this next section of the binder and the last section of the binder is the monthly planner. So this is a fabulous tool. There's actually enough here to do for a full year. So you can go ahead and take these pages right out of your binder and post them somewhere where you can see them, right? So we have our monthly planner. We have connect with CE leads, booking leads, wine club leads, customer follow-up, and it gives you, a way to code those people. We have our goal setting, our top 3 goals for your month. And I would encourage you to reach out to your mentor to kind of set those goals with you. And then it has a calendar. So here, this is talking about calendar blocking. So what I would go ahead and do first is write in the dates on this calendar. You might want to fill it out. This is June. So I would fill out June and then the dates. And then I would just take a highlighter and I would highlight any dates that I'm available to do tastings. And what that does is it gives you an idea for when you are talking to somebody, you can say, do you like weekends or weeknights? And then if whatever they say, you can say, give them 3 or 4 choices tops. And that's a way to book your calendar. I would recommend booking your calendar the first half of the month first, and then the second half, just so that you create that consistency and getting a paycheck. And that will really help you. Okay. So it's got a goal sheet here. And then that's the rest of that binder here. So that's a really helpful tool for you. The rest of your binder here is your Hope at Home catalogs. It comes with a couple different Hope at Home catalogs. And if you haven't taken a look at these, pull these out because there's some amazing recipes in here. I love the recipes that they put in here. Especially this one looks delicious with our Pinot Grigio. It's a sunset sangria. Looks so good. But this is a great tool. This is a visual representation of the bottles that we have in our catalog. And at the back of the catalog, it's a really nice tool back here because it gives you our wines and our pricing. So it will go over, it'll say the MSRP, which is the full price. It'll tell you what the bottle price is with 5% off in a 4-pack, 10% off in a 6-pack, and 20% off in a 12-pack. So it's basically our wine list. And this is a helpful tool for somebody when they're going to order. And it's helpful for you too when you're checking people out. Okay. And then in the back here, it has another little portfolio here. And this is a brochure that's really helpful to put out at a tasting. And these go over the OneHOPE opportunities. So this is a beautifully done little pamphlet here. And it goes over our packs with perk. It talks about how you can order with the 5, 10, or 20% off. It tells you get 2 times the amount of reward points if you're joining our wine club. And it tells you how to host and join. So we have 3 different opportunities with OneHOPE. You can buy as a customer, host, or you can join, right? So obviously the best deal is joining, and that's what you did. So that concludes our little tour of your OneHOPE binder. And in your kit, you also received a little note card ring, and it came with the note card ring. Looks like this. This came separate, so make sure you add this on here before you shuffle all the cards because they are numbered in order. And this is going to be your best friend. Okay, so I can tell you I did not have this when I started. And if you're watching this and you did not get one of these cards, these are actually available to print. If you go onto your dashboard, your resources, and then the index. So the index, and it's called Winemaker's Notes. Okay. And they're down, it's in alphabetical order down at the bottom. But this is exactly what you need to have your own tasting. So I don't want anyone to feel like you can't do this because it's all right here. You literally get your bottles of wine and usually have 6 bottles for a tasting. This tells you exactly what to say. It is so scripted. So it tells you how to get ready for the party. So super easy. It tells you what 6 wines they actually recommend and in what order. It tells you what tools to print. There is a great section in our resources. It's called the index. And you go to your CE dashboard and then your resources, your help center, and then the index. And you will see links to things that you can print if you choose to print them. The only thing that I really print for a tasting would be the tasting note sheet for people to take notes, okay? But this tells you how to introduce the party, to thank the host, ask her what cause she's supporting. This tells you to share your why. You even have a place to write it down. This gives you the exact blurb of what to say about OneHOPE. So if you're looking for something to describe what our company is and who we are, that's where you would go. And then it tells you 3 ways to get involved with OneHOPE. You want to give your guests that heads up at the beginning of the event because they are going to be drinking wine. Then our 3 S's of wine tasting: swirl, sniff, sip. It describes those. And then let's start tasting. So it'll tell you to pour wine number 1. It'll ask you, it gives you prompting questions of what to ask your guests, like what do you like about it? What food would you pair with it? What does it remind you of? Who would you want to share it with? It tells you to share the customer specials. On our team page, Hope Heals, I post every single month the list of all the specials and the graphics that correspond to them. So if you're unsure of where to find those, you can actually go to your dashboard as well. You can go to Help Center and then go to incentives, customer and CE incentives, and you will see all the promotions that are going on that month. Okay. Then it says wine number 2, gives you more questions. Now you might be thinking to yourself, where am I going to get the information about these wines? Well, guess what? They're all in here. Super, super cool. So we have every single wine. There's a card. So I'll give you an idea of what it says. It says sparkling brut, tasting profile, notes of citrus, pineapple, and a hint of green apple. The palate is pleasantly intense with a lasting creamy finish. The level of sweetness is a medium, pairs well with melon salad, fish and chips, potato chips, and lemon tart. And here's some fun facts. The term brut refers to the level of sweetness in sparkling wines. Bruts typically fall on the sweeter side, adding to their complexity. So you will see notes for all of our Vintner bottles. So that is extremely helpful. All you're doing is reading. It can't get more simple than that. Okay, so I don't want anyone to feel like they can't do a tasting. Everything is right here. And if you don't have this handy dandy note pack card here, all you have to do is go print it. Okay, it's all available for you. There's even some wine fun facts in the back here. So you could do some wine trivia. There's a little Q&A. There is FAQs about shipping, all right, that you can answer. There's all kinds of information in here. So literally, it tells you how to wrap up the event, how to thank the host. So there's everything you need to know. There's this, you're not guessing on anything. we have all of the tools available for you. So there is no better way than to just dive in and start this business. Okay. Don't wait around for the next month. Don't wait until you have, you know, tasted every single wine. It's not humanly possible unless you ordered every single bottle. But this gives you need to trust the process, trust the wines. We have award-winning wine that's delicious. We also have a happiness guarantee. So share hope with your customers, give hope, share the wine, use all the resources, use us, use your mentors, because we are here and we are available to you. So that is all I have to say about getting started, but please reach out, schedule a call with your mentor about your first tasting. And that's honestly where you want to go. Okay. No one wants to sit there month after month and just message people nonstop. So tastings is where you are really going to expand your business. And now that everyone is getting out in the world a little bit more, there's so many fun things you can do. I have a list, an album on the team page. If you go to the media section, there's a ton of graphics on different theme tastings. So you can do any type of food pairing. You could do chocolate and wine, chips and wine, popcorn and wine. You could do, oh my gosh, so many different ones. You could do sangria and sips for the summer, patio pours, driveway drinking, Pinot Grigio in the garden, friends and Frose you could do for National Rosé Day. Also take a look at the national holidays .com, I think it's called, and that gives you all of those crazy holidays that are out there. There's Best Friends Day coming up. There's National Cheese Day, National Chocolate Ice Cream Day. So you can plan a tasting around any of those, and it just keeps it light and fun. So your call to action is to schedule a call with your mentor, pick the first date that you yourself are going to have a tasting, and fill out your wine not list and start reaching out to at least 10 people a day. So whether that be nonprofits, it could be realtors, it could be companies, it could be your Facebook friends, but reach out personally. People want to be heard, they want to feel special. Don't post a blanket post on Facebook and that's all you do. You want to make sure that your messages are personal, because this business really, or any business, is about building the relationship with people. So cheers to that. Welcome to the team, and go sell some wine. Bye, everybody.